Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is xhairymuppetx, and we are going to be casting a 1v1 game. It is going to be SaSe, S-A-S-E. Up the top right side of the map, he is going to be our red Protoss player. And up the top left side of the map, it is going to be Shuttle, our blue Terran player, otherwise known as Mentalking. So it's going to be Mentalking versus SaSe. SaSe. I'm not exactly sure of the exact way to say his name, unfortunately, but SaSe, S-A-S-E, he is going to be a pretty awesome Protoss player. Both of these guys, of course, Masters level games. Most of the games I cast these days are Master level games, and these guys are no different at all. Wow. Although, sorry, I keep thinking that's the pylon count, but that's the total worker count. I thought he double got out pylons or something like that. But no, he's going pretty standard. Our Terran player's going pretty standard. And this is actually something that I'm thinking of picking up, because I've been doing a lot of tournaments recently, and it's just been tournament. And yes, I may have mentioned this in my last video, but I'm definitely thinking about doing a lot more 1v1 games. I'm going to attempt to have one random Masters game every day. So every single day I'll put out one of them, and then on top of that I'll have tournaments and fan games and random stuff and all like that. But I want to get a 1v1 Masters level game out every day, and God knows I got replays coming out of my ears, so I should have enough to last me for a significant amount of time. But yeah, we will see how it goes, because obviously real life does get in the way, and I mean, once a day, a little bit tricky to pull off, but I'm going to do my very best to do it. Fortunately for me, you can schedule videos to show up in the future, and I'll try and make that happen. Try and maybe upload it 2 days in advance or something like that, with a schedule or something like that, just to make it work. But yeah, that's definitely a thing, and definitely let me know what you guys like. If you like watching 1v1 videos, I've had a look at the views, and it seems like 1v1 videos get to be a little bit just seem to get more views than tournaments, except for the grand finals. The grand finals always tend to get a lot of views, so very happy about that. But of course, yeah, I don't know, I don't like just casting grand final. I like casting the quarterfinals and the semi-finals, getting that build up where it's just, where by the time you get to the grand finals, it's just all over the place. It's just completely insane. Speaking of completely insane, we've got a fairly fast command center. This is actually not that insane. This is actually, I'd say, pretty standard for a map this big. He did get it very, very early, though. I mean, the orbital is finishing at the 4.5 minute mark, so that's extremely early. And SASE, I actually thought I clicked down the bottom left. I thought he was expanding down here, but no, is going to be his natural expansion coming down. And yeah, that's pretty awesome. May not be a bad idea to expand out here, out on the side. I have done that in a couple of games. Actually, I played a fan game with I believe his name was Sylvanos. I still don't know how to pronounce it, but I did a couple of crazy expansions in that game, and that kind of worked out. But then again, I was playing against gold level players, silver level players, and they didn't really do a massive amount of scouting off in the corner of the map. I'm not sure how well it would work against pro level players like these two. But yeah, moving on, doing some stuff. Of course, it's always wonderful when Mentalking is on the top right display, but his base is actually on the top left. It confuses me to no end, but hopefully we should just be able to press on. And yes, I don't know if I should be calling it SaSe, because the capital letters indicate that it's two separate words, but SaSe, I don't know, man. Maybe that's the proper way to say it, but it's doing really weird things to my tongue when I try and say it like that. So I might just be calling him SASE or SaSe, one or the other. I'm not sure. We will have to see exactly exactly. Maybe we'll just call him SS. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the sound of SS. Yeah, but Red Protoss player, man, he's definitely getting the stuff going. And yeah, SaSe. That actually sounds pretty good, SaSe. I know I said it sounded a bit funny before, but it's starting to... SaSe is starting to grow on me. It's starting to grow on me a little bit, so yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. The SCV doing a bit of a scout, looking for that proxy pylon, which is the bane of every player facing off against a Protoss player, because the proxy pylon, man, in the early game, it can launch off a 4-gate or a 7-gate. In the late game, it just produces an unlimited stream of zealots to run into your base and start hitting your workers, and if you're very, very unlucky, you will start getting some DTs as well. But wow, SaSe, man, SaSe is going nuts on the tech. He's got a robotics bay, he's got a Templar archives, and he's got 1 zealot and 3 sentries, man. So he is going tech crazy right now. He is mining so much gas to get this tech stuff out, and he's actually quite open to attack right now, but with his observers all over the place, he can see that the Mental King is not really interested in attack. He's got the forces to do quite a bit of damage. That's about 20 Marines or so. Yeah, 20 Marines could actually do quite a lot of damage to him right now, but he'll start getting the storms out, starting to research storm, and yeah, we can expect to see a 3rd base come out in a couple of minutes from SaSe, and then he will, then he will be starting to think about getting a bunch more gateways out. He's getting 2 more gateways out here, on top of the 3 he's already got. 5 is not going to be enough though, so he's going to have to build a few more, and then really start to macro out his army. But he's going for the tech first, and I suppose that's a decent option. It leaves him quite open leading up to this 10-minute mark. But yeah, once he starts getting High Templars out with Storm, once he starts getting a couple of Colossus out, then this Marine army is a very scary Marine army, but 1 Storm on there will just wreck Mental King's world, man. The Storms are so good really early on when your opponent just has Marines, but the Observer, seeing the dropships, beautiful. He's got 1 High Templar. Storm's just about to finish. He does have enough for a Storm. And he's got a Colossus as well, but he doesn't want to move the Colossus in quite yet. The dropships, they're going to be a little bit cagey here, and with good reason. Actually, he doesn't. A feedback wouldn't kill these guys, so he's probably not going to attempt that, but he's sending out a massive amount of Marines. He's really committing hardcore to this Marine advantage, maybe looking for a double play, going out for this 3rd base or the expansion at the same time dropping in. That looks like what he's going to do. The Observer coming out, the Force coming out, but the dropships are going back to his main base, and SaSe is in a lot of trouble right now. He's going to have to deal with these guys really quickly. Where is his High Templar? There we go, the High Templar is moving. Storming there, complete miss. I do not know what he was doing there. These guys stimming in to take out the High Templar. And with no anti-air on the field, those dropships are just going to run away straight up to safety, and he's saving all of these guys. Looks like he did manage to hit the Colossi there, take it out, and the dropship's going to go for an easy run and going to snipe out this 3rd base if he's going a little bit fast. But he's concentrating on this force at the moment. The Colossus coming out again, and yeah, he's just going to keep backing it up in. And SaSe, for all his high tech, man, he is very deficient in units that can take out the dropships right now. I mean, feedback maybe, but they don't have that much energy. And there we go, he's just going to lift him up. He needs Blink Stalkers, or he needs some air tech. And right now he has neither option. He does have Stalkers, but he's just not getting them. He's getting a whole ton of other stuff, and it's just falling down to his Zealots. And unfortunately, Zealots cannot attack dropships, so yes, quite a lot of damage constantly being done, although the Archon coming out here is going to do a great job at taking care of that dropship. And yeah, SaSe doing quite well, but meanwhile with all these attacks, his economy has fallen behind quite a bit. Mental King has definitely got this 3rd base up, fully mining, well, not fully mining, but he's definitely got a lot of mining going on there. And he's doing very well. If we have a look at the upgrades, is 2-1, and meanwhile SaSe is 1-2. But he's got 2 weapons and 3 armor on the way, and we can expect Mental King to have 3 weapons on the way as soon as he gets around to it. But right now he is getting another expansion, a 4th expansion at the 15-minute mark. That is absolutely crazy expanding, man. Absolutely crazy. Couple of Vikings coming out. Does he have ghosts? I don't believe he does. No. No nuclear silo. So yes, the High Templars are definitely going to be able to do some things, but he hasn't really got any High Templars. Oh, there we go. There's a few back there. So yeah, they should be fine, but he is spread quite thin out here. I mean, he's got this base. He's got this base. They're so far away, and the Protoss army is so slow. He sees the scan come up there. He's got to be moving his forces. Meanwhile, these guys coming in probably to take out the 3rd. And this drop is going to be quite scary. Quite a few Stalkers coming out here. Here we go. The Storms. A very nice dodge to get out of the way of those Storms. And very minimal forces going down there. And the Protoss doesn't have too much to knock away this main battle. And the Vikings just doing so much damage. Without too many Stalkers to really push them off. They're going to be hitting so many Colossi. And both of the Colossi going down. The Stalkers cleaning up a lot of the Viking forces. The drop coming back here, hitting this pretty hard. And this force just stimming in there, trying to stay away from the Zealots, but they have managed to snipe that next eye. These guys snipe the next eye as well. And the double attacks just doing so much damage here. And SaSe just having so many problems, really just scaring this Terran force off. And there we go, he drops it, he just gets it out of there. And this force, look at how slow this force is, man. It's just really, really slow. And these guys just having the run of the field, warping in some units to take it out, but with 2 Nexi down. And a drop coming back in, a ton of workers getting taken out. And the Nexi is just going to get taken out again. This has got to be a GG from SaSe. He cannot hope to keep going at this point, because yeah, the dropships are just completely having their way with SaSe's forces, man. He's trying to split up his forces. He's doing a half decent job, but the fact is, in total, I don't think he has enough forces to deal with Mental King. Even if Mental King bulked up all his forces in one go, I don't think SaSe would have enough, because the economy has just gone completely out of control for Mental King. 67 over 49. He was 10 ahead before, and he's gotten even more ahead from killing those workers from SaSe. And yeah, now he's just going absolutely nuts. He's looking to finish it off here. Only 1 Viking in his force, but he obviously feels like that's going to be enough. And he really is just going absolutely nuts here. I mean, these guys have 3 armor, but that's just not going to be enough. And there we go. A couple of storms coming down, though, and this could maybe buy SaSe some time here. This army is getting quite shredded, but going in, just continuing to push on. They've got almost no health, but they're just keep pushing on and manage to just wipe out the Protoss army. So there we go. Mental King with a very decisive victory there. The 1-2-1-2 dropship action, very, very hard to deal with, and SaSe definitely having some problems with that. He tried his best to split up his forces, but in the end, yeah, he had to concede the victory. And there we go. Congratulations to Mental King, aka Shuttle, for that fantastic win. And yeah, what a game. I'll be catching you guys later. This is Hairy Muppet. Hope you enjoyed this game.